All right, everybody. Now we're here with the two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion, Kyle Larson. That has a nice ring to it. And I have to say that I was looking back at some of my tweets from the race, Kyle, and one was like, Kyle Larson is out of contention. He is pitted. Like all caps. Really? Yeah, it was very dramatic. And then you're the champion. So I guess that was one of those didn't age well things. But who could have seen that coming?
I definitely didn't. I was all caps out of it as well. So, even before the flat tire, really, the rough pit stop we had there, I just knew I was so average that if I ever lost track position, it was going to be hard to, get back into that top four or whatever where you need to be to have a shot with a pit stop or restart or whatever. So, yeah, we had the bad pit stop and then had a much better restart than I was expecting to, and I was like, okay, we're inching our way back into it, and then it was like right front down, and somehow was trying to like hurry to pit road and got going too fast, almost smashed the fence and the dog leg. Wow. I don't know if they showed that, and then limped it to pit road and somehow didn't go 2 laps down, and got a quick caution after we came back out, got the wave around, and that was a big moment to save our day. And then 2 tires and then 2 tires again.
Yeah.
So you come off pit road, and I'm watching this, and the 5 is ahead of the 11, and I'm thinking, wow, okay. Where did you come from? I was like that.
The first 2 tires?
Going into overtime.
Okay.
So going on at the overtime pit stop, and I was like, where did you all come from? And then I'm like, wow. Not only did you come out ahead of them, you're ahead of them by like 5 car lengths. And you, as you know this, are you thinking, wow, like we've got a real chance here?
Well, when the caution came out, I'm like, all right, we're back. We're alive. We have a shot. Through the experience of the first restart on right side tires, I was surprised at how much grip I had. So, the caution came out, and I'm like, we went through our code words, and I was hoping, they were thinking of 2 tires like I was, and they said they were, and so I was like, all right, now I just got to hope that the 11 doesn't, take 2 tires here. And I was really shocked that he didn't, but, he had such a good car all race long, and it's hard to make that, gutsy decision there at the end. And, 4 tires won the truck race easily, so I'm sure they thought that it was going to do that. But, again, from my experience, I was like, 2 tires is going to be plenty to win this thing for a quick shootout. So, when he took 4 and we had kind of a buffer, I knew – or I thought we were going to have a great shot. So I just had to get some clean air through 1 and 2 and have a good couple corners and hope that he didn't have a great, 1 and 2. And that's kind of, I think, what happened.
Look, obviously, the race itself, the way it went, you got on TV afterwards. You're like, hey, I didn't even lead a lap and I won the championship. But I'm sure it's been brought up to you. This is the last thing you're doing tonight or close maybe, but I'm sure it's been brought up to you by now that you're the full season points champion. Have you heard this, first of all?
Yeah, well, I didn't even think of that, right, because it's not a real thing. But right. Yeah, Cliff, you guys must have told Cliff, or somebody in the media center must have told Cliff that we led the 36 race season. We would have won a 10 race format, and we won this. So right. I think that does help legitimize it some, because it was not looking too legit there for a minute. But, so it's kind of surprising. But also, you always want to win that category. I don't think we would have won the Winston Cup points, but that doesn't matter either.
Well, yeah, but I mean, right, the stage points won. The weird thing about the 10 race is because they didn't include stage points today, I think Bell would have had more in a 10 race, but if they included stages today, you would have had that too. Gotcha. So yeah, you would have basically had the trifecta. So
we would win next year's format.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope that it's one of those.
Is that what it's going to be?
I don't know. I don't think it'll be this format.
I mean, we can all agree it's definitely not going to be that.
You did say also that you Logano'd this, but there is some pride in that, right? Because agree with like the format or not, this is the format, and you guys powered through. You didn't win a race in the playoffs, and yet here you are, you won the championship. And we talked a lot about the grit of the 5 team and the resilience of the 5 team, stuff that you guys have gone through this year, stuff behind the scenes, all this stuff. I mean, the personal level of pride you have in that must be just immense.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm proud of winning a championship. Really, however you win a championship, it's so hard. Whether you're winning races or consistent runs and gritty runs like we've had this year. So, yeah, I don't really know how to answer it other than I'm proud of it and proud of the team for grinding through it. I did not foresee us making the Final Four, let alone winning the championship 10 weeks ago. So it's pretty amazing, how quickly you can progress in the Cup Series and the way the format currently is. If you just string together, good runs at the right time, you can make anything happen like we did today.
What is it like now, this championship, compared to the one that you won, 2021?
Well, it's completely different, right? 2021 compared to 2023 as a whole is a lot different. 10 race season plus the All-Star win in 21, and then capping it off with a championship. The race looked similar in a way here, minus the flat tire and stuff. But and then just this season and the challenges that it's brought of new team, really. Half of it or so is new and new mechanics, pit crew swap midway through the season, car speed not being there, whatever the case. So Cliff just kept everybody motivated, and I think that's what I'll remember most from this season, outside of the craziness that happened in the race for me to win. But just the season as a whole was just a grind and mentally challenging, a lot of it. So just proud of all of us for sticking with it.
In the media center, you said that, as the laps are winding down and you're thinking Denny's going to win, you're starting to look forward to congratulating him. He's your friend, and you're like, that's going to be a cool moment. Then he doesn't win. You win instead. There was sort of a similar thing with, Jesse Love and Connor Zilich, as close friends as they are. I know they're closer friends than you guys aren't necessarily, but how do you, when you finally get to talk to Denny, how do you approach that? Like, you won, you're stoked. You obviously feel bad for him, but how do you even bring up that conversation?
I know I've thought about it a little bit. Like, I don't know what to say, or I don't know if there's anything you can say. I can't imagine, and I don't want to imagine, or the feeling that he must be having right now. So I don't know. I before I went to the media center, maybe, or the barn, I ran to my trailer real quick to grab something, and their whole team was sitting there, and you could just see how just depressed they all were, which they have the right to be, and I guarantee we would be. So, and I shook their hands, and again, I didn't know what to say. So, it'll be the same with Denny. I don't know if I'll see him out tonight or not, but really, I just want to give him a hug. I think that's fair to do as a competitor and as a friend. So, he deserves to be a champion. I wish he can have the chance again to win a championship and get to feel what it feels like. We all know his career is nearing the end, whenever that may be. I know he's thought about a number in his head, but I want him to experience a championship. But it's just the format and the craziness of our sport and next gen racing. It's just so unpredictable.
How does Kyle Larson celebrate a championship? I mean, is it going to be like some flamboyant big party, or what? Is it just like you're exhausted, it's been a grind, and you've been on the road for how many weeks now racing, and I'm just ready to go home and go to bed?
I've been asleep at about right now every night this week, so I'm trying to muster up. I mean, I'm definitely going to go out with the team and hang out, and we're going to have a big night, I'm sure, in Scottsdale. We have plans of going to a club there and getting the DJ and all that. So it'll be wild.
So you'll be on the dance floor?
I probably won't be on the dance floor, but we'll see. We'll see where the night takes us. But I'm tired already. I can tell you that. So we'll have to get I need to get some in and out. I need to get something, caffeine or something in me to get going, and then I got media starting again at 7:20, I heard.
Well, what's the in and out order, by the way? So I did my big bike ride the other day, and I had a two double doubles. But I've been getting protein style. That's without the bun. I just heard that. And you can do like 4 too, like 4 pet.
You can do all sorts
crazy.
of crazy stuff. But I got buns on that one. But I'm gonna get I'll probably do 2 double doubles, protein style, grilled onions, no tomato, and I do it's called like a 2x1. It's 2 meat, 1 cheese.
Yeah, I just learned this too last
yeah.
night, literally.
Yep, and a French fry and a Coke probably.
Even though their French fries are not good, but that's fine.
Sometimes though, like the later we get into the night, the
Oh yeah,
better they get.
oh
yeah.
okay,
Because they're less busy, so I think they can like take more time cooking their fries.
okay, interesting. Well,
From an
listen,
experienced.
yes,
In-N-Out
a true
connoisseur.
Californian. Kyle, 2-time NASCAR champion. Very cool that you're continuing to elevate your career, and we're all getting to watch that. A great season overall. Regardless of how this one weirdly happened tonight, it was still a great season. So thank you for joining us, and it'll be fun to see you as reigning champion again.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for everything you do too to promote the sport and all the all that you guys have to offer to us. So we appreciate it, and the sport wouldn't be the same without you.
Thank you.
Thank you.